Go broke, be awake, get cake, get guap, that fold, not change that shit. Growing up in the hood, they said avoid the snakes.
Greetings, everybody. It is me, Rolo C, and welcome back to another episode of Rolo Runs the City. I am your host, Rolo, and I am very grateful that you are here with me today, checking out the podcast. Like I always say, feel free to hit me up on the socials, Instagram at Rolo Runs the City Music, as well as at Rolo Runs the City Podcast, of course. And you can hit me up on X at Rolo Runs the City, as well as checking out my YouTube channel. Feel free to subscribe. That is at Rolo Runs the City. And let's not forget about the home station where everything happens, RoloRunsTheCity.com. Anyway, without further ado, we are going to talk about the song that I just released that is called Awake. So, Awake was really inspired by the sheeple. Yes, the people that are under hypnosis that claim to be woke. Woke is a term, in case you don't realize, is supposedly being awake, which I'm not saying that I'm not trying to feed into pop culture or anything like that, but the term is wrong. Woke is past tense, means you were awake, now you are sleeping once again. So I guess it's a term that's coined very well for the sheeple, the people that are still counting sheep, that are still sleeping. And you know, a lot of people, they want to target, I guess, pretty much target like liberalism and people who are liberals who vote Democrat, stuff like that, about, you know, the woke mob and what's real and what's fake, blue pill, red pill, Matrix type stuff. But I was really inspired to make this track because I don't want people to be woke. I want people to be awake. I want people to be aware. I want people to stop looking at their smartphone all the time, getting wrong information, especially when they're looking at their smartphone driving on the damn road. I don't know how many people I encountered. Just if you really pay attention and you're driving and you're looking at people like other drivers, you'll notice everybody's head down. And the crazy thing is, I live in Georgia. Georgia is a hands-free state when it comes to having a cellular device in your hand, but people disregard the law anyway, especially in my county. Crazy. But anyway, I wanted to create this song because I wanted to bring a lot of awareness to what's going on in the world. Like, just people are saying that they're quote unquote woke when in actuality they really are asleep. Like, the government's doing things behind your back, but at the same time, they're putting something in your face through mainstream media so then that way you can feed into it. I mean, you had a few months back with a brawl that happened between, white and black folks out in Montgomery, Alabama on a dock, on a pier. And while they were busy showing you all this stuff and you guys were feeding into all the memes and everything, government's doing little back dealings in the background. I mean, let's not be oblivious to what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So, my music, when I create my music, of course, I try to have fun with my music, shed light with my music, really bring positive vibes with my music. But at the same time, it's not that I'm a pessimist. I'm a realist. And I like to be very authentic and real with my music and my message, as well as I try to do the best that I can to be as authentic and real as I can with this podcast. That's why I do believe they go hand in hand. But I wanted to make sure that my message was clear and concise about being awake and not being woke. Being a person who is well aware, who sees everything that's going on, not being a part of the sheeple. So that's the reason why I wanted to ensure that I put a good track together called Awake. I wanted to try to give a old school type feel and a type vibe when I did the beat. So I did the beat very similar to something that you would hear like LL Cool J rap on and back in the day, And I like to do this because I like to stretch the boundaries of what we're listening to today in present day. Like I said, we're in the second decade of the 2000s. So, I know things have changed and things have evolved, but I always like to pay homage to, things that got us to where we're at right now. And of course, with us just celebrating the 50th year of hip hop, I mean, there's been a lot of evolution that's happened within the genre. And I always like to stretch out and go a little further, but I also like to go ahead and give my respects to the OGs of the game, Definitely, shout out to LL for the beat idea because when I came through on the song, I wanted to deliver like LL the way he would the way he would just deliver on the track. When I just come out and I say, we coming straight off the block, and the hustle can't knock. Like Emmett behind Moose, man, we tilting the rock. Like I try to make sure that I gave its proper delivery, in reference to how I delivered the track. But that's the catalyst behind the track. The track is, just trying to bring some awareness. At the same time, I wanted to come through with an LL style type delivery because of the fact that he does rap with such authority, and this was something that needed to really get people's minds going and really listening to what's going on. Like a lot of people aren't aware, there was a shooting a few years back, or maybe a couple years back. It was, not too far long ago out in Virginia with a mother of a son who was 6 years old who brought a pistol to school, shot the pistol out, pretty much hit a teacher. The teacher is no longer working. It's very unfortunate, gun violence, especially in the schools. And what people didn't realize is that it's a federal law that if you own a firearm, you cannot be in possession or use of marijuana. And a lot of people think that just because they may live, I don't believe Virginia is one of the states that has legalized recreational marijuana, but whether if it's recreational, medicinal, whatever, throughout the United States, if you are using marijuana and you've filled out, your background to have your weapon, one of the questions asked whether if you do use marijuana, whether it be medicinal or recreational. And many people don't understand that you can't use marijuana and be a registered gun owner. So what happened was that they ended up charging the woman, I believe, I'm not sure if it was felony. It was probably a misdemeanor charge in reference to, her being a user of marijuana and having a weapon. And that's what a lot of people don't understand, is that you cannot have both. Of course, you got a lot of street criminals, that buy guns illegally. They're smoking marijuana while showing their pistols in their videos, their music videos, whatever. To each is his or her own. But legally, if you end up getting hemmed up, that's just the law. That's why I say in one of the bars, I say, you're giving up your right to bear arms, because the way they look at it is it's either your guns or your ganja, but you can't have both. A lot of people don't know that. But, of course, I try to put that on the track. I always try to give something good to vibe to, as well as I try to be informative, too, especially when I try to do something that has a message of this magnitude. So, anyway, that is the catalyst behind Awake. Just wanted to let you guys know what was going on with that song. Love that song. Love the creation of the song. I love how I made the beat. Like I said, shout out to LL because, I got the beat idea from, some of his old songs back in the day, as well as his delivery as well, because like I said, he has such an authoritative sound that I was desperately just trying to replicate. You know what I mean? But shout out to him. Very grateful for you guys checking out the podcast today. Like I said, this is Rolo C. Feel free to hit me up on the socials. I know I went a little long in this one, but I basically wanted to let you guys know what's going on with the real deal with this song. Take care. Godspeed. Definitely feel free to hit me up on any socials. Feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel at Rolo Runs the City. Check out RoloRunsTheCity.com for all things Rolo. Like I said, Rolo Runs the City podcast, Rolo Runs the City music, and that is on Instagram. And don't forget me to hit me up on X at Rolo Runs the City. Y'all take care, Godspeed, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.